And with the declaration ni President Trump na sabi niya malapit na raw matapos, yung markets medyo nag-aano na sila, medyo nagre-relax na. So, but then again, hindi pa rin natin sigurado kung ang problema kasi uncertainty eh. Hindi natin sigurado kung ano yung endpoint. No? Only the United States know kung ano yung endpoint. No? And of course, Iran kung magre-retaliate sila. So because of that uncertainty, ang presyo elevated. And that's why we're looking at other possibility for fund sources na pwedeng gamitin in case na humaba itong Iran conflict. Kanina doon sa hearing on Committee on Finance, DBM was there, tinanong namin point blank kung pwedeng gamitin yung calamity fund under NDRRM fund. Dahil we can interpret this as a man-made calamity at ang spillover niya ay dito sa Pilipinas, sa bansa natin. At under the law, pwede rin kasi doon economic disruptions. So broadly, pwedeng ma-interpret na itong man-made calamity in Iran is creating economic disruptions sa pamumuhay ng tao. At sabi ng DBM, initially, in their initial interpretation, pwedeng gamitin yung calamity fund. Malaki ang calamity fund natin this year. That's about 39 billion pesos. So if we add the calamity fund plus the contingent fund, aabot yan ang contingent is about 13-14 billion. Aabot yan around 52 billion. No? So both funds, tingin ko for now, enough siya para sa kung talaga maging mahaba at prolonged itong elevated prices, meron madaling pagkukunan ng ang executive na hindi na babalik ng Congress.
But yung supplemental budget that Senator Risa is proposing, ito na yon yung 52?
Hindi, iba pa yon. So, hindi ko nabasa pa yung fund source nung supplemental budget. Kasi supplemental budget, ibig sabihin may fund source. Hindi ko pa nababasa. Pero ito, iba pa ito. No? Ito yung mga existing na pwede nang gamitin bukas kung gustong gamitin ng Pangulo.
Sorry, isa lang. Yung itong pwede nang gamitin, meaning ilang months na prolonged na mataas yung presyo ng langis?
Well, depende yan. Kasi itong contingent at calamity fund, wala namang strike price. So, depende yan sa analysis ng executive kung gaano kahaba o gaano hahaba itong elevated oil prices. No? So, iba kasi pa yung Pantawid Pasada, na that's about 2.5 billion. So meron pang ganun, pero yung may strike price yun na $80 na magfa-file kami to amend that law actually para magamit rin ng Pangulo.
Sir, but if you're going to tap NDRRM fund and contingent fund for this, it's just March, so you'll have to replenish that.
You have to replenish it. You have to replenish
for future calamities kasi hindi
Correct.
lang naman 'ton darating.
Well, actually, historically, ang calamity fund is around nasa around 12 to 15 billion yan. This year, tinaasan to about 39 billion because part of it will be used for reconstruction ng yung tinamaan ng Bagyong Tino, Bagyong Uwan, saka yung earthquake in Cebu last year. So part of that gagamitin doon. Part of that will be standby for disasters. No? So ima-manage na lang. No? Ima-manage lang. But ang sinasabi ko ay pwede nang at least meron na time pwedeng pagkunan. Kasi ang importante dito yung bilis eh. No? So pwede na silang may access na kaagad.
Sir, considering sinabi niyo medyo nag-relax yung market dahil sinabi ni Trump mukhang malapit na matapos pero andun pa rin yung uncertainty.
Yes.
So, kailangan niyo pa rin i-approve yung hinihinging emergency power ni Presidente.
Tingin ko, ang view ko dyan, kailangan pa rin i-approve yun para mabigyan ng standby powers ang Pangulo. Very tight naman yung proposal pag umabot ng $60 at yung may duration lang naman yung suspension. $80 pala. $80. Tapos may duration lang naman yung pwede niyang isuspend. So may mga safeguards naman. Ang importante ngayon, naka-standby na siya. So, pag tumagal pa ito, let's say, nag-remain siya ng $80 above for a very long time, at least naka-standby na doon. Importante ngayon, meron na tayong mga standby authorities, standby funds na pwedeng gamitin kaagad.
Opo.
So it means magiging permanente na may standby power yung presidente in case na magkaroon ng ganitong situation.
Correct,
ulit.
correct. Tama. Hindi naman yan bago. Nung 2020, nung pinasa yung train law, may power na ang Pangulo to suspend it. Nag-expire lang siya nung 2020. So, binabalik lang natin yung standby authority.
And
Depende sa usapan. Alam ko may mga proposals for 2 months to suspend, may proposal for 3 months. Depende ngayon sa usapan. But importante yung naka-standby na yung authority niya.
okay, last na lang po. The mere fact nito daw is ang simple bill. According to Senator Pia, Chairman ng Ways and Means Committee and Energy Committee, pwedeng one hearing lang and then plenary na agad, sir?
Yeah, pwede naman. Pwede. Kasi very simple lang naman itong batas na ito. At like I said, no, nagawa na ito in the past. No? At so I think kaya naman. Kaya naman.
So no need for special session. Kasi hanggang next week na lang, sir, yung session ng Senate.
Kung
Oh, 4 days
Kung
na.
isa-certify as urgent, kaya naman.
Kaya.
Kaya naman. Basta bukas mas sponsor na. Tapos
Pero hearing pa lang, sir, bukas, di ba? Public hearing tomorrow.
pwedeng mag-hearing bukas,
And then
tapos
plenary na agad?
pwede nang i-sponsor kasi it's a simple bill. Kung kakayanin pa i-route na tomorrow. No? Kaya. Wala naman prohibition between hearing and the committee report.
Paano yun, sir? Marami nag-file na bill ng mga senador. So, i-incorporate na yun?
I-incorporate naman. I think maraming nag-file pero pare-pareho naman in direction, standby authority. No? So I think it's going to be a simple bill.
Sir, yung House Committee on Ways and Means nag-approve na nung kanilang version to authorize the President to suspend or reduce excise taxes on petroleum products. Ano na po ba yung latest projection niyo in terms of foregone revenues kung matutuloy ito?
Based on our calculation, historically, ang foregone revenue, ang collection natin sa excise tax on petroleum is about 150 billion, more or less. So that's about 12 to 15 billion a month. No? So kung masususpend ang excise tax on petroleum, ganyan na mawawala, 12 billion. Kaya sabi ko nga, yung pag-suspend ng excise tax should be the last resort. Gamitin muna natin yung mga existing mechanisms natin tulad ng pantawid pasada. Dahil yung pantawid pasada targeted No? At least yung mga PUV drivers natin na nahirapan ngayon, mabigyan na natin ng subsidiya kaagad.
There's also a call na yun namang VAT ang tanggalin. Magkano naman ang projection nyo kung yun naman ang ifo-forgo?
Ang VAT is very complicated. Yan ang kasi we operate in a VAT but we operate on a VAT system No? So kung sinuspend natin yung VAT, magiging problema niyan, hindi guarantee rin bababa yung presyo dahil yung input VAT ipapass on yan sa ibang mga produkto. It's a very complex system dahil kailangan mayroong kabangga siya parate. Mawawala yung kabangga niya. No? So, and ang VAT naman is, if you look at the excise tax, it's 1 peso and 20 centavos over the 10 pesos. No? Kasi ang gasolina is 10 pesos. VAT is 12% on that 10 peso. No? So, maliit lang siya kumpara sa entire excise tax. No?
Sir, kung mangyayari yung projection nyo for tomorrow na hearing sa umaga, diretso sa plenary, wala tayong ina-expect na mahabang debate about this. Pwedeng pasa siya agad on second reading ba, sir?
Pwede siyang ipasa. No, typically meron kaming 1 day after, no, 'di ba? Hindi ka agad. Pero we can suspend that because of the urgency. Tomorrow pwede na rin magdebate, pwede na rin mag-amend kung kailangan i-amend. Kung wala naman i-close na tomorrow and then second reading and then 3-day rule, no? Monday.
Pero walang usapan so far at least hanggang kahapon sa session na magkakaroon ng special session for this.
Wala naman. Wala kaming pag-usapan na
You
special
can finish
session.
it until next week even if hindi i-certify as urgent, sir?
Kaya naman. I think kaya. Basta tomorrow ma-file yung committee report. Pag hindi na-file yung committee report, yun, nahirapan na. Kasi yung 3-day rule ang importante.
Sir, kailan po yung earliest na pwedeng maging effective na yung ganong bill, yung suspension?
Since Tingin ko mabilis naman dahil standby authority naman to ng Pangulo and may average to, no? So $80. The way I understand doon sa proposal ng House tsaka proposal rin is average $80 for the next 30 days. Kaya medyo mahaba-haba yun, isang buwan yun. So since self-explanatory naman yung bill, madaling ma-implement naman kaagad yan.
Kunwari po sir, third reading nyo siya by next week, kailan mararamdaman yung tapyas ng excise tax, sir?
Depende sa formula. But yung old formula kasi is $80 for 30 days. So, kung ang presyo mo ay $80 average for 30 days, then doon pa lang tatanggalin yung excise tax. Hindi pag pumalo siya ng one day $80, tanggal ka agad. No? Kailangan elevated siya ng matagal. No? Ng 30 days. So, minsan 80 siya, minsan 70 siya, minsan so pababa siya, up, down, up, down.
So since nung isang araw lang pumalo ng 80, we'll wait for 1 month before
Yes,
the
it's an
excise tax-
average of 30 days. Kasi baka bumaba siya bukas ng $60. So, ang presyo trend today is pababa. No? So, that's why hindi siya one day tanggal ka agad ng excise tax.
Sir, ano yung proposal na consensus? I-lower lang o suspend talaga yung excise tax?
Ang consensus is to suspend it, no? Pero hindi prolong rin, maybe 1 month or 2 months, no? So depending on the situation. So pag ang presyo ng langis ay bumaba na, pwede naman ibalik siya kaagad. Ang excise tax is relatively easier to administer kasi fixed rate siya, tapos ipapatong mo lang siya doon sa presyo. Unlike sa VAT computed yon on the price eh. Mas complicated ang VAT i-suspend. No? Plus, nakadugtong rin siya sa iba. No? It's a system kasi siya. Eh, no? So, mas complicated ang VAT. Actually.
Sir, balikan ko lang po yung sa NDRRM fund. Kasi parang kanina nabanggit ng DBM na may constitutional requirement na kailangan mag-announce ng state of calamity or
Yes.
national emergency. So would you recommend na magkaroon ng national emergency?
So, right now, ang malapit na tayo doon ay wala kasi itong